What's up, everybody? This is All at the Field with Isaiah Robinson. We got a special one for you guys today. We had Spaulding versus DeMatha football game, first ever game. Hey, we're going to have some great highlights and some great interviews for you guys, so make sure y'all stay tuned, stay locked in. Any tips you have for the up-and-coming athletes?
I say, man, I say grind, hard work. Like, hard work beat talent, but if you got both, that's even better. But patience, you know, like everybody time is different. So just take your time, and what's yours is meant gonna be.
For sure. What's something that you learned through your journey of just sports and that you can overcome and teach your next person?
Oh, I say patience, bro, for real, like.
So it was always your time?
Yeah, it was.
Up?
Yeah. I had to wait for a little minute.
In college? Or?
Yeah, I had to wait till college for real. Yeah, till I got to BC. Because I had 2 players on my team that was nice, but I was overlooked a little bit. I was smaller, so I always just stayed with what I was doing. Work hard, train, and just work for what I wanted.
So how did you keep mentally up just through that grind? Because I know it's a grind. I've been there. So.
I wanted it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted it. I wanted it, so I went and got it for real.
I like that. I like that. Appreciate you, bro, for coming on.
Hey,
I'm here with the Spaulding legend himself, Julius Chest. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good, bro.
Yes, sir. Got my boy on this joint. So how it feel to be back home? You see all the crowds going crazy.
And you know, we always gonna bring it out around here, so it's always love coming back home.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
So congratulations on making the 53-man roster, too. What does that mean to you? What, you going in your 3rd year now?
Third year.
So what does that mean to you?
It's a blessing, man. You know, all that hard work, you just gotta come out and work every day. So, you know, coming off an injury, it's a blessing to be able to make it again.
Yes, sir. So talking about that right quick, bro, like people may not understand the hard work that you actually had to put into just from either mentally and physically. So can you share the audience, like, what can they do and like describe what hard work really is to you?
You know, mentally coming off an injury is what's gonna be the next step, you know? So coming off an injury, you just gotta go out and rehab every day, even though you might not want to, but it's those long days and them long nights where you know you got a purpose. So it's going out every day and knowing that what you wanna do is the next step.
I like that, I like that. So what have you learned through your trials and tribulations, just through the whole the whole journey of sports? Because it wasn't always sunshines and good times, you feel me? So like, what did you learn through everything? Building character and different things like that.
You know, it's just always first believing in God. And second, just putting your mind first. Like, whatever you know you want to do, you can believe in yourself, shoot. And like I said, just work.
So, bro, last one. How important is leadership to you? Because you was a leader at this school, you was a leader in college, probably a leader with the Titans. So how big is that to you?
Leadership is a huge thing. It's a huge role. You know, you want to step into it as a player. Every player want to be that leader, want to be that vocal point. You know, trying to lead by example is my main thing. Try to do the right things, get my routine going, do the same thing over and over, and try to just compete and just be a leader and show everybody the way.
How did you develop your leadership skills?
Watching others. You know, watching the ones before me, how they went about their things and how they showed me the way. You know, I take different things from different people and was able to master those things or try to master them as well as I could.
I like that. I like that. Anything you want to say to your fans and supporters before you head out?
I appreciate everybody, man. It's always love coming back home, for sure.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Brody.
Already.
Yes, sir.
Aren't you got to do off the field TV?
Oh, yeah. I also got Off the Field Financial Services, which you should tap into is our $1 Million Baby Plan.
What's that?
Oh, man, a $1 Million Baby policy is incredible. Not only can you pull from it whenever you want, but it's an investment account that can earn to $1 million or more. Take it towards their college fund. They can put it towards a housing fund. They can do whatever they want with it. It's their money. So invest it to your child. If you want to learn more, click the link down below. It will change your life. Let's create generational wealth because our kids are the future.
You know, I was just saying that it is so important for guys to realize and understand, first of all, if you don't make it in the league, right, that does not mean that you were not a good ball player. You know what I mean? That you couldn't play.
Right.
That you weren't one of the players that was good enough to get drafted in the league. It's like 1% of high school football players get major Division I scholarships.
Right.
But 1% of athletes that go to college get drafted to the pros, bro. 1%. Like, players really don't realize that. You know what I mean? I try to tell them. We try to tell you. I'm just so proud of you. You know what I mean? You were one of them kids. You got the size.
Right.
You know what I mean? 6'3". You got the arms. You got the strength. You got all of it. But they can only pick one.
Right.
Out of 100 kids, man. And so when you only gonna get picked like that, and you go to school and you don't graduate, man, you're just wasting time. You're wasting a full scholarship, man.
Right.
What we doing, we earn scholarships to college, and we go and we get our degrees.
Right.
We come out in the world and we do whatever. We make our place in the world. At the end of the day, let me just say, at the end of the day, man, if an average player gets 3.6 years in the NFL, they go in at 21, by 25, it's over for them. They done already. They're already done. That's the reason that when they get 30, they're broke.
Right.
70% of retired NFL players are broke by the time they turn 30.
70%.
70%, man.
That's crazy.
People don't realize that. They don't realize that that's real. And that's because they were so good. They were so good that all they thought about was getting to that league. They weren't focusing on that degree. They weren't focused on getting their grades. For example, you know, I had leukemia. I got leukemia after my sophomore year. So I knew I didn't even know if I was going to live, but I certainly wasn't going to get drafted with leukemia. So at that point, I had to realize, man, I better get serious about this degree.
Right.
So I got my degree, man. I found another, a spot. I found an opportunity working with Lynn Elmore. And it was a good opportunity for me, man. I've done things in the sports management world ever since then, but I'm just proud of you, man.
Thank you.
You know, I'm proud of you as one of my elite quarterbacks.
Yes, sir.
One of my elite quarterbacks, man. You went to school, you got your degree, didn't get the shot that you could play in the league.
Right.
Dion Golot. Remember Dion Golot? Dion Golot could play in the league.
Right.
These guys are good enough to play in the league, but they don't get the opportunity. But he transferred. He's done his personal training, doing all of that kind of stuff, man. So
I remember.
I'm proud of y'all, man.
Oh, thank you. So I remember when we was younger, you was growing up. It might not clicked in my head what you was saying, life after sports.
Yeah.
But actually, like being in college and experiencing, like it doesn't matter how good you are. If it's just not your shot, you just don't get picked.
It doesn't matter.
So what can you say? I know you give a lot of feedback on the youth. What do you say somebody in high school, what should they focus on, even in high school, if they don't make it to the college level?
I'm just going to say, just think about, if you play in the league, understanding the statistics, understanding if you make it to the league, you can only guarantee 3.6 years. So if you go to the league by 25, it's probably going to be over for you. What are you going to do after you get out of the league?
Right.
You know what I mean? I get the focus. Kids at 17 and 18 elite players, you tell them it's going to be 1 out of 100 that's going to get, they think they're going to be that 1 out of 100.
Exactly.
And they should. They should go at it with that level of tenacity, man. But then it's still, you gotta, after 25, after I get done, you know what I mean? After I get finished, what am I gonna do?
Right.
And you focus on that just as much as you focus on getting into the league, man. And then that way, when it happens or it doesn't happen, it's not gonna blow you. You're not gonna feel like, you got, forgotten about. Or you just understand it's a reality, man. It's the numbers, bro.
Right.
Understand 210 kids are going to get drafted in the NFL every year. That's it. Out of 10,000 kids playing college football.
Right. You got more than 200 kids just in this
Man, you got more than the out of one high school area.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's just what I'll say, man. And if they do that, man, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
And that's what I realized throughout my journey. I remember you was preaching the ball goes flat for everybody.
Okay.
And it's just like, when it actually goes flat, what's next? And you don't want to just sit there. Because it could be a depression state. It could be a lot of different shocks. So,
and it mostly is a depression shock. Mostly is, particularly for the really, really good athlete that gets an opportunity to prove what he could do in college. You know, we were talking about McFarland, Anthony McFarland, man, one of the best athletes that ever played running back anywhere out of this area. He goes to Maryland and, you know, against Michigan, he gets 299 yards. Against Ohio State, he gets 300 yards. I mean, who could do more?
Right.
You know, so when you got that kind of ability, it's hard to focus on, you know what I mean, life after sports. But you got to focus on it because it's real.
Right.
You got to.
Fact.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you. OG, man, I appreciate you so much. Love you
Good
too.
to see you. Look,
good to see you too.
Grassroots is coming back.